change my controls real quick.
Okay, so stream has started.
Yep.
Okay, I'll post advertisements in certain places and give them a moment while I'm setting up myself.
Yeah, Actin also made us a cool poster in the Junkies Discord, so I'm gonna use it as well to.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he just dropped it right now, because he asked me like whether I had a poster. I was like, no, I didn't plan one, and he made us one of those because he always does those for the comités. So. I mean, I usually do posters as well, but mostly for, I guess, like bigger events, runs for like Shmup Slam, these kind of things. So it didn't cross my mind to do a poster here, but it's pretty cool.
Should be on.
Okay, and there's a few other places I'll drop a quick stream announcement in. Then I need to do my least invasive layout real fast.
Okay, I think I have everything ready.
Yeah, I'm still posting the links and stuff. Also, hello to everyone who's on Twitch. Hello, Pepe Paco. Van Artic, I can definitely see your stream. I mean, your footage on the stream, so that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're in the main menu right now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm just waiting here at this point. Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Hi, Al.
I need to put on voice activation. Mic check. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to have to hit caps lock every time I want to talk to you guys.
Oh.
while holding a controller.
And press to talk.
Yeah. I don't mind doing it. When I'm playing certain games, it's really difficult. But I can actually play some game, like giggling if I'm focused. I can hold that while talking. If I have to. I don't like to, though.
One thing like that's something I was thinking about when I first started streaming or like joining some events and stuff like that, is that well, now I use the voice like the voice detection feature in Discord, but if you use a button to activate the voice, wouldn't it be cool if it's actually like a floor pedal, like you activate with your foot?
Yeah, it's something
I think that does exist.
We'll actually do.
I think there is something like that, actually. Yeah.
So I think it's something I would go for if I really had to use that, because having to press a key is kind of uncomfortable. Sometimes it can work. And speaking of things that work, I can see also your menu, BigMalone.
I'm doing a button check. Yeah, everybody should make sure they do a button check.
Oh yeah. Good idea.
Last thing, I mean, it's a habit from FGC. The last thing you want to do is like you're enjoying the game stuff, and then boom. It just doesn't work because you didn't spend 5 seconds to set your buttons.
Yeah.
Disqualified. I know that we have stakes like that, but you get the idea.
Or imagine like every button is correct except the one for the super move, and at the last moment, like there's only 1 HP for you and your opponent. You can do the super move and it just doesn't come out, and then you die and you lose the tournament and lose a fucking $1 million because that was the winning prize. You're like, no.
Yeah, I mean that can and will happen.
Okay, so I just did my own button test. Seems fine. So let me know if you guys have inputs that work for you.
Yeah, my inputs are good.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's good. Yeah.
All right, just checking if there isn't any comment or anything that I've forgotten. I don't think so. I guess we can start, because drop the link in a few Discords. Also, hello Will and Mutmut.
Just pop the chat out so I can see it too. Hold on.
Oh, hello Golden Hogador. Also, let us know if the audio is the audio balance kind of weird or anything like that. I know that in our test stream yesterday, the game audio was too loud, so I just decreased it a lot. Hopefully that should be fine now. And the voice balance between all three of us, hopefully that's good too.
Yeah, hopefully my voice is good. Test for everybody to hear. Am I too loud? What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know.
By the way, I do have a stuffy nose, so sorry if you guys get some coughing ASMR in the middle of my play.
Okay, so, well, if you guys are ready,
Yeah.
and everything is fine, I guess we can start our first round.
Let's do our first round.
So, just maybe before we start the program is like we're gonna be playing Karous, hard difficulty. So you said it was a drag race. I guess we're gonna be playing for like scoring or trying to get as far as possible. I guess a bit of both. And then we'll also be playing Chaos Field with Jinn, who's the worst character in the game. And I'll be showing as well how to play with Hal, because that's the character I'm currently playing in Chaos Field. We can go back to Karous afterwards, depends, like it's not like fully set in stone, but we'll see what happens. If you want to go back and play some more Karous afterwards, maybe you want revenge for that first run, we'll see.
Absolutely. It's called a salty run back in the FTC. I'm mad that I lost. We'll just keep going and going and going.
All right, then I guess we can start now. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Just don't forget to pick hard.
Yep.
Arctic. I screwed up a few times. I was like, oops, normal.
Yeah, you can notice hard has bigger bullets. Dub says audio sounds good. He won't be too picky. Oh wait, if he says he won't be too picky, it means that it's okay, but it could be better. But it seems okay for most people, so I'm starting. So I wonder.
Already took a hit. It's okay.
Oh.
It extends.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to restart, it's fine as well. Like, especially in the early game, but. Yeah, I don't know if we have like specific rules for resets or not.
No. We're just kind of see what we can get. Because I call it drag race. I just want to be fast and fun, and not too picky.
Oh yeah. The game has.
Whatever happens.
The game has 2 score extends, but there's also some random 1-ups and stuff. So yeah, maybe you can get lucky and slash some items, get some 1-ups.
Like 50 restarts in a Kumite. It's like 2 hours of restarts. That gets a little bit over the top.
Oh yeah. I think the format also kind of depends. Like if you see some Japanese events, I know that some of them have very big reset timers, like maybe an hour or so, which I guess is fine for the player, especially if they're playing games that where like victory is just hard to achieve. But for a viewer, like seeing people reset for an hour is just kind of crazy. All right, so I got my first Milestone logo here. Because there's Milestone logos in this game that you need to unlock to get the TLB. I'm going for the TLB. Hopefully I'll be able to beat it. There's some swag things you can do against the TLB.
Oh man, this is terrible.
Aiden is here.
Oh, Aiden, yo!
Aiden,
yo!
Congratulations on the world record, man.
Yeah, amazing performance. I saw the score. Holy shit! Like, for those who don't know, Aiden in the chat here is the current world record holder for Karous arcade version.
Karous Hard Mode, yeah.
On hard mode. It's an insane performance. Like what we will be doing here is playing, I guess, kind of like the intended way.
I'll take the restart just once.
Yeah, sure, okay, fine. Go ahead. Because
sorry for interrupting. Yeah.
No, it's fine. So when you play, I guess as intended, you will use your 3 weapons: the shot, the sword, and the shield. Well, I guess the DFS is also a weapon as well, like the brain bomb thing we have. You use that to level up your weapons and quick kill enemies, because if you speed kill enemies, you get more enemies to spawn, and you kill more enemies, you get more XP, and experience is also your multiplier. So it's good to have. Oh wait, damn! I timed out the first boss. God damn it! So
yeah, you got hit a lot.
Yeah, because I was milking it a little bit, but didn't pay too much attention to the timer, I guess. But well, the invisible timer, there's no real timer that's visible. But if you want to play for super high scores, though, something like on the level of Aiden, you have to do some crazy things. When you juggle items with your sword, you can get some random items. Usually it's point items, but there's one specific item. Maybe we'll see it here. I don't know. Whatever happens. But it's a inverted yellow triangle. And that item is key to scoring at super high level, because what it does is when you pick it up, every on-screen bullet changes into a point item. So, and these point items can be juggled again. You can change them as well into other of those bullet converters. So you fight a boss, you transform all its bullets into point items, and you keep juggling those point items to get even more items that will change the subsequent bullets into even more items. It's just the crazy cycle. And I know that Aiden has posted a few videos of his progress, like some of his scores. I think in was it the Fuck of the World Superplay DVD that was released like I think a few years ago. Aiden's record was on it back then. There's also Gochu, another like contestant. There's these 2 players that are fighting like pretty hard to be the record holder. And I know Gochu also has plenty of videos, so if you take a look on his channel, I think it's Project NO39 something, but if you take a look at the Karous world record, you will see how crazy playing that game for high level scoring is. And it's random, it's RNG, so So how are you going? How are you doing, guys? I'm in stage 2.
My redo's going a little bit smoother. No,
nice.
I blame society. If I can't blame a single person or thing, I just blame society for anything.
Yeah, what's harder? Blame one person or blame 7 million people?
Yeah, blame the planet.
I keep getting hit like a dumbass.
Yeah, this game,
zero consistency.
The difficulty in this game is.
What's nice about this game is if you just want to chill, you can chill really easy in this game. You can just like literally let the shield play the game for you, or you can try to do risky stuff for score. It's versatile.
Because when you don't shoot, the way the weapons work, like you have a shot, you have a sword. These 2 weapons use specific buttons. The DFS, like the brain bomb, also uses a special button. But if you want to activate the shield, just don't shoot. Don't use the sword. The front shield will spawn like automatically after a while, and it's super strong. Yeah, you're right, Malone. You can just chill, just put the shield there and do nothing.
But yeah, we want to play. We're trying to get points here. That's why we're not just chilling with the shield, even though it's easy to do.
Exactly.
We want the pointers, man.
And it's actually kind of easy when you get into the scoring to take hits, like random hits, like because you're always playing very aggressively, always super close to enemies. And there's not a lot of iframes once the DFS is over. The brain bomb gives you iframe. You can cancel bullets. You can go through some lasers and stuff. Like you're invincible. But as soon as it ends, you can take hits again. So don't be too greedy. And at the moment, I'm on boss 2. I'm milking the boss. Because we mentioned earlier experience, you can level up the weapons. Oh, I just level up my shield to level 50. So I think I'll be leveling the shot now. Because I'm using the cancelled bullets to level up my some of my weapons.
I will say it's one of the differences when you play in hard is like if you get stuck in a corner, it's easier to get hit from the corner.
Yeah, because the bullets are much bigger in hard mode.
So like at normal, you can get away with a lot more, but it's fine because again, overall, this is not like difficult for survival. And the point of this game is not really survival.
Yeah, so it's very special because this is an arcade game. You would think an arcade game would be super hard and they really want to get your quarters. But you can, like...
Oh, jeez, I died getting greedy.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Great.
Okay, what were your final scores?
The final score? No, I'm still going.
Okay, still black.
Yeah, I'm showing my credit, yeah.
No, show them all the way to the end.
I'm on my last legs.
I'm entered stage 3. And oh, I see these black boxes.
I'll probably die soon.
You know, I died on stage 2 just getting greedy. We talked about
Did you get the score extends? Like there might be a chance to come back if you get the score extends.
Oh no, I'd have to put miracle scoring out to even have a chance to come back. No, but I'm saying like I lost the whole thing. Took too many hits. Yeah, it's okay though.
I mean, to be fair, you picked up the game relatively recently compared to me, because I mean, if I die in stage 2, I guess it's kind of I'm like I have to wonder, like I have some questions to ask myself, like oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? But someone who
yeah. I'm just gonna say, as a person who loves speed killing, like this game really lets you weigh, like, okay, when do I go for it? When do I sit back? And it's kind of the challenge of this game that's fun.
Yeah, you can play it like it's like you put out as much like risk and aggressiveness as you want. Like if you want to play chill, you can play chill. Like if you want to like more or less not really play the game, let the game play itself, you can do that. So I guess experience is needed to really get a feel for like how much risk you can get away with. Also, we have a question from the chat, like what platform are you playing on, emulation, these kind of things. People are wondering if Van is playing on real hardware or not. For example, in my case, I'm using, here it's the Wii version from Milestone Shooting Collection 2 on Dolphin. So, legal copy of the game. But the Wii version.
I'm playing this on Demio. I could play it on Dreamcast, but I didn't feel like setting it up on Dreamcast. I think mine's starting to have some trouble. When we played Chaos Field and got the remix edition.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh man. Yeah, I wanted to play the Dreamcast version as well, emulated, but we did some tests yesterday, and Flycast was having lots of slowdown for no reason, and I switched to Dolphin, which seems to be better. Even though I'll probably prefer the Dreamcast version because the sound balance is more to my liking. But I'm fine with the Wii version as well. It's not too bad. So, can people hear Van? I'm not sure if maybe he's focused on the game. I hope there's no audio problems.
Yeah, like I haven't heard Ben say anything in a little while.
Because I can definitely hear you, Malone, but maybe he's focused. Let me just
checking. Is he still in our chat? Yeah, he's still in here.
Yeah, might just be focused, I guess.
And see, that's the nice thing about this game. You know, I had to check that. It's okay because the way the game runs, I can just tab over and not die, as long as I'm not getting hit from the sides. I'm not fighting a laser boss.
Yeah, there's only very few spots where you gotta be careful, and you might die if you use the shield. If you do, like, I mean, even with your shield up, but it's usually pretty chill.
I just also like how you can create shields that you run
Okay,
behind.
so what I figured out, I tested a thing earlier. I changed the CPU speed in Dolphin to 47%, and it seems like it's replicating a little bit of slowdown as if it was real hardware.
Oh, interesting. So
Yeah.
if you take a look at videos from Gotyo, Aiden, like the real Karous super players, you will realize that they play on PCB, on the Naomi version. So when there's tons of items on screen, there's tons of slowdown. That makes it a little bit easier to do the high level tricks. It's not free, but it's easier. If you play on emulation, there's no hardware slowdown emulation. So doing these tricks, a bit of a pain, because everything's super fast. But you have to juggle so many items and stuff. But this is pretty cool.
Not as accurate as the Dreamcast version, but I can notice it helps.
No, that's very good. I've never messed with that, but that's pretty cool. I think maybe we should
we should mess more with this.
Absolutely.
Discovering new technology in the middle of a race. How awesome.
Okay, so I just beat boss 3. Getting to stage 4 now. I also realized the loadings between stages in the Wii version are a bit longer than the Dreamcast, I think.
Okay. Actually beat the boss.
Oh, Yakimov says you can crash the EMU as well. I would believe that. Yeah, this is Yakimov. He taught me about this game a bit.
Oh yeah, Yakimov played.
Yakimov about this?
Yeah, I remember. Well, from what I remember, we had some discussions and talks and stuff when he was playing the game. So, like teaching him some tricks. I'm glad he got to play the game because it's a pretty cool game with the lovely mechanics, and especially when you, for example, in my case, I managed to put my sword to above level 50. So there's two thresholds when you level up the weapons. There's one at level 20 and one at level 50. When you reach those thresholds, your shot, sword, or shield will gain special properties. And in the case of the sword, you get this 3-hit combo at level 50. It's just so devastating. The game becomes like so crazy because you just slash enemies constantly and big explosions all over the place, and you chain the DFS. So good.
I thought I had DFS when I did it. Whoops.
I got shield box, man.
Yeah, some of the enemies, I think the Boxman is one of those, where you need a specific... Oh, wow, this pattern is... Oh, damn, took a hit. Took my first hit on this pattern. On the mid-boss 4. Because it has one pattern I just can't deal with. And I forgot to bring my DFS for it. Damn. But yeah, there's some enemies you need a specific weapon to kill them. And those Boxman, they're one of those.
I mean, I think you said this game has caravan scoring, so the more you kill, the more stuff pops up.
Yeah,
typically.
Exactly. The wave spawning system works as such. Like, if you kill an enemy, there's several waves of enemies, sets of enemies, I guess, that spawning that are playing simultaneously. Like, you see big enemies, but you also see popcorn enemies. So if you kill all the popcorn enemies in the wave, you will trigger the next popcorn wave. If you kill the big enemy, sometimes there will be a new big enemy. So the goal is basically to kill all the enemies quickly to get more experience and enemies in general to spawn, and that means more points in general. So and that's the I guess the first level, the intended level of scoring, because the milking bosses and stages with that bullet conversion item, I don't think we've seen it, at least in my run so far. I haven't seen it because it's random, so there's very low chance of spawning. So maybe you will see it. Maybe one of you guys got it, but
I
don't know.
For like half a second.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah,
you know, I'm in the middle of like getting hit. That's like, oh, I accidentally sorted. Whoops.
Yeah, you gotta be careful not to sort it back into another kind of item, which adds to the difficulty. And most of the Milestone games embrace that caravan style scoring, where you have to kill enemies quickly to spawn new waves. But they also add some other there's some layered mechanics. So like Radirgy has the multiplier management, Il Velo also has the bonus stages and multiplier management, level up management. Radirgy Noah, just like Radirgy, also has multiplier. It's just the rules to get it up are kind of different, but so if you like games where the goal is to speed kill enemies, then yeah, Milestone games are right up your alley. Plus they've got the bullet cancelling and usually like some sort of melee mechanic, like a sword, or Il Velo's case it's like R-type style force pods, but with a lot more flexibility. So these games are very interesting weapon systems. So like this one has the short sword and the shield. You can reflect bullets. You can do plenty of crazy things with those weapons. So when you take a look at
here.
What fight are you on?
Fourth boss.
Oh,
Stage
yeah,
4 boss.
yeah, I'm fighting it as well. It's kind of a methodical boss. Like especially the first phase. There's so many parts.
There it is, yeah. Show the FS.
Like the bullet reflection and the shield itself they're pretty important in this game, because the first few bosses is like, okay, even if you haven't put your shield to level 50, you can still kinda like handle the patterns or do things. There's ways to handle them, but like see here for example, there's this massive cloud of bullets. I mean, you should probably just reflect them, but if you don't have your shield to level 50 by then, oh boy, I'm in trouble. No, I need to time out. Oh man, I'm getting rusty. I have 3 lives now, entering stage 5, but I lost 2 lives in stage 4.
I wish I was that consistent again.
Yeah, I mean, in my case, I think there's specific patterns. I usually keep a DFS 4, but I just forgot. Like I was like, oh shit, this is now the pattern I should have the DFS 4, and I don't have it ready. But if I get to showcase the TLB, even if I don't win against it, that'll be cool.
I'm doing the cheesy pacifist for the 4th boss since I don't know his patterns.
That's one way to do it.
I told me about pacifist before because there's some dickhead laser moves
so,
that I'm not ready for. My last hit point.
So I do, yeah, I'll see what the FS for those.
Are you using a pacifist on the first phase when it fires the cake, the plates?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because if you do that, it shouldn't transition to the second pattern with the lasers. From what I remember.
That if you're not experienced in this game, you can play this as chill as you want, as long as you don't get from the side. All of my bullets that I've been hit by, either from behind to the side because of positioning.
Yep, or even from behind, like when you reposition yourself after canceling bullets.
So yeah, if you wanted to get into this, you can do it segments at a time if you're not using save states. You're like, okay, I'll kind of pacifist up to this point and then work on the stage and then maybe work on this boss later once I get more familiar with how to, get my stuff leveled up in time.
Yep, there's so many ways to play the game. Like you never, well, aside from I guess getting the bullet reflection, you're rarely funneled into doing one very specific thing. Like you can play chill if you want, or you can be aggressive. And usually when you clear this game for the first time, I guess usually it's with lots of cheese, like because you can clear the game while barely playing it. Like the lasers from a few bosses are probably the only really dangerous things if you play pacifist the whole way.
Obviously, you don't have to move at all because you'll never get to the laser boss.
Yeah, no. Easy only has 3 stages, so none of them have any hazards that can go through your shield. You can just not play the game. The game will play itself. But obviously, it's not as satisfying as actually using your tools and just reflecting bullets, canceling bullets, destroying enemies, going crazy. So it's one of those games, I guess maybe that's one of the reasons why Milestone games are not always super popular, is that they won't necessarily give you a challenge right away. Like most of them are not too hard to clear with the cheese. But if you want to go into all in the scoring, that's where they really like open up. And that's true even for games like, for example, Chaos Field is not an easy game to clear. It's one of the harder ones. But it's still a game that's like a lot more interesting when you use your tools to score. Because once again, well, we'll see that later, I guess, with when we'll be playing Chaos Field. But in Chaos Field, you have the Order Field and Chaos Field, so you can make the game easier if you want.
But yeah, again, you'll see. Like I didn't train nearly as hard as Knight here has, because I haven't played the game as much, but you'll see, like, even with just like 4 hours of memo, you can get somewhere, but you're probably not going to 1cc the game because some of the patterns get pretty difficult later in Chaos Field. But again, like, you have choices you can make about trade-offs about there's like trade-offs with how hard do you want to make it, but your DP, everything goes up. You guys will see, like, everything goes up, like damage, difficulty, everything, but it's just kind of like, you take steroids, but so does your enemy, and then you're back to normal mode, and you can bounce between the two. It's just really interesting. If I didn't have certain other projects going, I'd probably put it more in the front line of what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, and I mean the game has that thing in common, I guess, with Karous as well. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want. So it's something that was there even in the very first game. That flexibility. Oh boy. I'm fighting the last boss at the moment. Gotta make sure not to time it out. Because, damn, I've already timed out too many bosses in this run. Alright, okay. Nice. Stage 5 boss, Jesse from Breaking Bad in the mech. From this is what Radiant Celeste is saying. That killed me. That's killing me. So what's up, guys? Van Artic, where are you at?
I died. I restarted on stage 2 now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm trying to finish the game off of the credits I have left. Mm-hmm. I'm on stage 5 with basically one hit from running out of credits.
I died some stupid deaths. I can fix this in the previous run, I mean.
Yeah, that was my experience as well. Maybe not in this run, but when I was practicing the game and when I was playing, like, I guess for scoring and to beat the TLB and all that, is that when you die in this game, it often feels stupid. It's like because you were kind of greedy, I guess, with the aggressiveness.
Yeah, it's always greed. It's always greed every friggin' time in this game.
Did I get it? Did I get it? I think I got it. So I'm fighting the TLB right now, and on the second phase there's a laser pattern, which is like kind of difficult, but there's a safe spot. Like I'm on top of the boss, and I reflect bullets ahead and behind me, and the aim bullets do not do any damage to me. So I'm slowly whittling down the health of the TLB with that safe spot, and I'm not doing anything anymore. I guess you're playing, so maybe you won't be able to see it, Milone and Artic, but I guess the viewers can see the TLB setup.
We'll have the VOD if we need it.
Hmm?
Fuck! I shot what I shouldn't have. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. That's also something that in Milestone games, it might take a while to realize that not shooting is sometimes a very good option.
No, like I know that like recovery. The thing is, shooting has very low recovery compared to sword, and I just let go a little bit too soon. So I'm trying to do something fancier and it didn't work.
I got hit, so I'm trying to nah. I might as well restart.
So I managed to beat the TLB, and I got 2.7 billion points.
Nice.
Which is
first try.
Yeah, thanks. Which is not bad, but my personal best is 3.4 billion, and I feel like 3 billion is like pretty good goal.
Yeah.
Like beating the game.
I think that's
good enough for me. Good enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, just beating the TLB in the first place is already kind of a good accomplishment. So I think if you guys can do that,
big one. I'll get to the TLB one day when I actually learn how to do that.
If I played safe, I can, because I used to be able to do it 10 years ago.
Okay, how about we do this? How about let's let Van finish his run, and then when he's over, we'll showcase Chaos Field, inexperienced versus experienced player with the jankiest character, and then we'll have you do the Howl run after. Then after the Howl run, we can do a rematch on this since we're a bit warmed up.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. How about you, Van? Is that okay with you as well?
Yeah.
Just finish the run.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Play Chaos Field.
Okay. So we'll just then save it for the rematch. Even practice while we're playing Chaos Field if you want. Okay, but you don't mind if we start now? You don't want to finish your run?
I don't mind it. You can go ahead. I don't mind.
Okay. Then let me change to Chaos Field.
Yeah, I'm rotating my screen.
You're rotating your screen. I remember when I had to do that for the Dark Sock. It was real. I didn't have a setup for it, so it was really bad. Really bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope that I don't accidentally get bordered down again.
Yeah, because in an earlier stream you wanted to play Chaos Field, so you booted the emulator and got bordered down, and everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah, first Karous, one of the two. It's like, what? I got bordered down. Good game, but not what I wanted to showcase at the time.
All right, let me just switch.
Never mind.
To Chaos Field now.
And again, I'll do a button check. Fake Yellow. Fighter 3 is a prototype that was built in the early stages of development. Although its maneuverability is lower than that of others because of its heavy equipment. Its striking performance is higher than the other present models. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's just convoluted ways to tell you if the ship is faster or if the shot is stronger, but like, don't read too much into those descriptions, I guess.
Yeah, no, I just like how it's supposed to be more powerful. Yeah, only in Chaos Field.
Yeah. So,
by the way, I'm going for the 9cc victory. He's going for the 1cc. I just want you to know.
Yeah.
And, if I can't do the 9cc, he automatically gets the flawed topaz copy of an NFT. That's what we're fighting for. A 2D copy of an NFT. That's what's on the line here. Not really even pride, just a copy of an NFT.
Let's see, because the topaz is as flawed as the character himself, you know?
Yeah. It's Diablo Topaz. Okay. One more check make sure my Chaos Field buttons are the way I want them.
So there's 3 characters in the game. There's Hal, Mixed Blue, is I guess the standard character, kind of like relatively easy to use and pretty efficient. Not the best for scoring, but still pretty damn good. Ifumi is the character, I guess, for experts because it's kind of hard to use, but the tools are very efficient for scoring. She has the highest scoring potential so far. And we got Jinn. Jinn is just Jinn.
So my hope, the whole reason I had this is the idea that his shields are random, and I could win by a fluke. I could outscore him because my shields have better RNG than his. That's what I've been banking on.
There's always a chance I break my chain because the shields do not go where I want them to go.
That's what I'm hoping for.
We'll see. So I'm going with Jinn. I just started the run. Like, I guess I can test the buttons as well, but
that's fine. If you know your buttons are good, we'll go.
Like, I have my usual setup, so I'll be pretty surprised if the. Oh yeah, the button seems fine. So every character has a shot, a sword, and also 2 other weapons, like the lock-on laser, this green lock-on, and a wing layer. So the weaponry is kind of complex because you've got so many tools. You've got these 4 weapons and you've got the field switch. So it's gonna wait. I already broke my chin. What the fuck? So you have the sword and the shot that you can use at any time. Like there's no gauge restrictions. You can use them, no problem. But the wing layer and the lock-on lasers, you have to use some gauge. You have gauge on the left side. You have a few blocks on it, and you need to get to like every time you use the lock-on laser or the wing layer, it spends one of those blocks. And you need to use those 2 weapons for score, because you can see on the top right there's a chain. For me it's like at 425 or something. Come on. Oh, nice. My chain nearly died there at the end, but...
Oh, also, if you stop shooting, you pick up all the red gems. That's really important.
Yep.
So if you want to play this yourself, just keep that in mind.
Because the red items are what will recharge the gauge on the left side. So if you need to have some more gauge... why did I get into Chaos Field there? That's dangerous. Holy shit. If you need to recharge your gauge, you need to get those red items. And the red items, you get more of those.
The mechanic where you stop shooting and all the collectibles are sucked in.
Yep.
And get into it, yeah.
If you watch carefully, you notice Jinn's damage goes to the friggin' roof in Chaos Field with his shot. But outside of it, it's whatever. And I kind of imagine the swords as being windshield wipers, honestly. It's the way they seem to function. Getting rid of bullets, pesky bullets.
Oh boy. That's kind of hilarious. Like, all of the characters have the same kind of swords. And yeah, they're all like basically windshield wipers. They can cancel bullets, except the purple arrowheads. Those are the only bullets that you cannot cancel with your shield. Nor with the wing layer or lock-on lasers. But the bullet cancelling overall is pretty important, because if you want to get that combo higher, like with the damn, man, I took a hit just to get that combo, man. Kind of greedy there, but yeah, you need to cancel bullets to get the chain up, and the chain is what will drive your score multiplier. So it's really important to get a high multiplier and like a big combo when possible.
Let me get on that stream to see what you guys up to.
Well, you might notice he's better at chaining. I cashed out on the boss, and I'm not even close to his score yet.
Yeah, but I took a hit because I was greedy and I wanted to get those hits, and I ran out of gauge, and I kind of rushed and I took a hit, which is not too bad because I can get some energy back, so I can use my special weapons again. The problem is, well, there's not a lot of lives in this game, like, and I need to get them all if I can. There's some secret one-ups, so at least there's that.
Oh, another challenge of this game when you're first learning it is it can be hard to determine what you can destroy or not. But typically, things you can lock onto is stuff you can destroy. It's like on this stage that I'm doing right now, the second stage, I didn't know where the gems were. I was like, how do I get my ammo back, And after discovering, it's usually things you can lock onto. It's like, okay, these are the things that I need to keep hitting to get my gems back. So that's another challenge of this game.
Yeah, because every boss has various parts, And if you damage the parts enough, you can get some energy back, but you don't necessarily know what part can be destroyed. And yeah, this specific boss 2-1 has also like the unique thing of having solid ground turrets, I guess. And you can destroy them for points too, and gauge. All right, beat the boss 2-1. So the scoring overall is really about maintaining the combo, and to maintain the combo you need to cancel bullets or use the lock-on, like lock-on laser or wing layer. So that means that if you want to get high scores, you need to have a wing layer that will cancel many bullets, because the wing layer is it's basically the primary tool for scoring. Lock-on laser is also useful, but wing layer overall lasts a little bit longer and is more flexible. But if you take a look at Jinn's wing layer, like it fires those bats, but I can't really decide where they go. This is why he's one of the worst characters in the game, because the wing layer doesn't go where you want to.
And then it can damage stuff you don't want it to, so it can screw up something you're trying to milk or save.
Absolutely. Because all the other characters.
That's why I joke about I have a chance with Jinn if I knew the game a little bit better, because if my RNG's better, even though he outclasses me, I can just have better luck and win. Such gambling jokes. Ah, shit, I ran out of lives, but I'm going to keep going. Again, I'm going to see if I can do it in 9 credits, whereas I expect you to do it in 1, mister.
Oh, the expectations, man. Oh, damn. Better not disappoint them.
I mean, you have the YouTube world record when I look up Chaos Field for this guy. I don't see any other footage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I picked up the game, like, I started playing the game seriously, I guess, a year ago. I already knew about it before, but it's only been a year since I really seriously played it. And I managed to beat even the arcade records for the other 2 characters, like Ifumi and Hal. With Jinn, I guess I have the highest score on, I guess, YouTube, like outside of Japan, but I'm still far away from the Japanese arcade record for this character. But boy, it's gonna be a tough thing to do, I guess, because of the randomness. Okay, I'm in 3-1. I'm trying to go for the secret 1-up. There's a secret 1-up in 3 stages in this game. Did I get it? Yes. So in order to get the secret extends in this game, on each of the 3 bosses where there is a secret extends, what you need to do is speed kill them. So you need to kill them before a specific time threshold, but you also need to kill them in order field. So the difference between order and chaos field, I'm not sure we touched on that, but I mean, we alluded to it. So to remind you of what the difference is, that in order field is a chill field. You're not too strong, but the bosses are not too strong either. In chaos field, and you can freely switch between the 2. There's a little bit of cooldown between the 2 field switches, but you can do that as many times as you want. It doesn't cost any gauge. So you go into the chaos field and you get more powerful, you get angry, you get like your weapons are just stronger, but the bosses are stronger too. So there's a balance to be gotten. Also, you get less gauge recharge. That's why it's important to stay into order field as well. If you want to go for scoring, you need to have some gauge back. Oh man, lock-on laser is so weird. With this dead spot, it killed my chain because there was no targets on my left and right. But anyways.
Also, as you can see on my screen, like these patterns start to get a lot harder if you don't know what you're doing by the time you get to this point. I'm just dying left and right now compared to earlier where it's like, I can dodge some of it. There's a lot more bullets you cannot do anything about. You just have to dodge them. Especially this boss coming up. Probably gonna lose a few credits on this guy alone.
Is that 3-2? Stage
4-3. Oh no, 3-3.
Oh yeah, 3-3 is a tricky boss for sure.
3-3 is like, hey, do you like using your windshield wipers? Too bad.
It certainly has lots of purple bullets that you cannot cancel with the sword or with the other
green
tools.
ones, though, that are really annoying. That machine gun green, I haven't found the safe spot yet.
It's also where having
But
some...
you can go into Chaos Field to hide from bullets, but it usually doesn't help you if you don't know the patterns, because, like, yeah, you can dodge one, but then you're kind of getting worn down with the extra difficulty you may not be ready for. All right, here's on my screen. You can see the pattern I don't like because I just don't know how to deal with it yet too well. Oh, and I'm out of resources. That doesn't help either.
Yeah, I'm also fighting that boss. Probably not the second phase yet, but on the first phase, I'm using the sword to cancel the few bullets that I can cancel, but there's tons I can't. So it's where you really have to start dodging. Oh boy.
But again, once you guys see how he plays with the howl, like everything's predictable, and that means you can really do some amazing stuff. Maybe he'll even get a PB for us. Pressure.
That would be amazing. Oh shit, took a hit. That's not amazing though.
Time to shine, my friend.
Oh man. Yeah, this part especially is so annoying with Jinn. Because I'm using the wing layer's protection. But the wing layer is random, so how do I dodge these things? I have to make sure I get under one of those bats, because the bats will cancel the bullets. But here, the bat was on the very edge of the screen. It was not good. I'm entering stage 4, but I lost a life. There's 2 score extents in the game, one at 8 million and another one at 20 million. I already got both. The game has 3 secret extends. I did not get the one in 1-2. I got the one in 3-1. There's another one in 5-1, but I try not to get it. I mean, it's probably risky as well, but... I'm at 4 lives, so... that means I won't get any more lives from now on. I'll have to beat the game with those, like the rest of the game with those 4 lives. And to be honest,
4-2.
Oh shit!
He has a mix of tracking shots and like everything. It's just, this is where it gets really nuts.
Oh my god! And I took 2 hits in a row. Down to 2 lives now. Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god! And I took another hit. Yeah, I probably stayed too much in the order field. So some boss fights, even for survival, you probably want to be in chaos field because you're so much stronger. The boss fights last shorter. But now on my last life, and I have like an entire stage to beat yet, plus the entire second half of stage 4. Things are not looking good for the 1 credit clear here. But it's okay, I can also blame society. Society who made this character so bad.
Hey, if you take one more hit, man, I win the flawed topaz. No, I'm kidding.
No, the topaz. Yeah, I need it.
I got a copy of a copy by Keanu Reeves. Infinitely replicatable, as he once said.
Oh man. So maybe I could actually try to get the secret extend on 5-1. Because there's this, there's one up on 5-1. So to get the secret extend, you need to speed kill the boss. You need to do that in order field. But you can, like, all you need to do is to kill the boss, like deal the finishing blow in order field. But you can be in chaos field, rush the boss with your additional damage, and then switch at the last second to order field before killing the boss. That's what we usually do when going for these kind of for the secret extends. Okay, so I'm at the stage 4 boss, 4-3. Pro tip, destroy the turrets on the side. If you don't, they'll become very annoying in phase 2.
I'm noticing really fast the side turrets are annoying with all the purple bullets.
Exactly. Like in the first phase, they fire only green bullets, which you can cancel. But if you leave them alive in second phase, they will just ruin your day.
Yeah, Gigi, I'm going to play a Fumi while you show people how this game's really played.
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead. That'll be cool. You will see what a reliable wing layer is like. Like not something that is spread all over the place and you have no control over. Also, Ifumi is faster, it's cooler, it's just a better ship. Okay, I'm going ham on 5-1. 5-1 is a boss there's so much milking possibilities with this boss. You can get tons of points, but here I'm going for the secret extend. I'm gonna speed kill it. I'm gonna rush it. It's messy and it's ugly, but just like the character, I guess. Because I'm on my last life and I want some safety. Damn it! Did I get the logo? Wait, what? I did not get the logo? Oh, I was too slow. Was I too? Oh, it was. I think. Oh my god, yeah. I couldn't get the logo because I was too slow. So I need to beat the last 2 bosses. With no lives remaining. Oh my god. And here I'm getting screwed over by the RNG here. Because this boss is pretty... Oh my god. Okay, I'm probably dead. No, I switch fields, but oh no, game over, man. On 5-2, I could have switched fields, but I just. Well, I'll continue. Yeah, maybe. I guess maybe you get to keep the topaz, Malone.
I get the topaz on a fluke. You did amazing.
Because I couldn't 1cc the game. I couldn't even get. This is also why I wanted to get that secret extends at the end on 5-1, but I wasn't able to do that. I think I killed the boss at like 130 seconds, but you need to beat it until like if it's like the timer must not go below I think 140. I don't remember exactly, but something like that. Either way, the lesson is that Jinn is very bad.
Say no to Jinn and yes to the other 2 characters. If somebody's on the street like, hey, you want to play this PCB at Chaos Field, but it only works if you play Jinn, just be like, no, and get out of there immediately.
Yeah, it's the cursed Chaos Field PCB where only Jinn works.
Yeah. Just say no to it, because you're going to have a really bad time. You're going to get the curse of wasted time. You're like, man, I could have played Karous, I could have played Gigawang, I could have played lots of cool games, but instead I played this on the cursed PCB.
So I'm fighting the final boss, which is really hard, especially on the console ports here. Because there's no slowdown. Like, if you play the game on PCB, with the original PCB, on the Naomi system, there will be a lot of slowdown. The game has a lot of slowdown whenever you use some of the weapons, or like especially when you get lots of lock-on lasers going on. Tons of slowdown. And when you play in the arcade in the console ports, there's no slowdown, and usually it's fine. Like there's like I was able to work around the lack of slowdown for the most part, but the final boss is another story. Alright, so I just finished off the final boss on my second credit, which is not too bad, but I guess it's not a 1cc, so...
Yeah.
Damn.
So you gave up the NFT, bummer.
Oh man, I so wanted that flawed topaz. Oh.
All right. Why don't you now take over the whole screen? Show people how it's done with the hail. Show the people what they really want to see. Show them your skill. Let's get that PB today. You got this, man.
Oh yeah, I'll try.
Go try hard mode.
Yeah. All right, let's just. I'm skipping the credits. Hopefully, I'll be able to show them a good haul run. Let me just switch.
All right, but yeah, I'm gonna stop my stream. So yeah, take over the entire screen. Do your usual layout. There we go. Show the people how it's done. M.Knight.
Let's go. Yeah, so I'll do, I guess, one run, maybe a reset or two, but I'll try to showcase.
Don't reset hell. That's all I'm asking. Just don't get into reset hell.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay if I die very late in the game, as long as I showcase the scoring strats and like how to play the game at high level, I guess.
Yeah, I think just the difference people will see in how playable the game is when you can control your shield will just say it all for you. It'll speak for itself, honestly.
Yeah, absolutely. Because HAL has one disc. Like right now, I'm using the lock-on laser, but it also has this disc as the wing layer, and yeah, it fires ahead of you, so you can easily choose where to fire it. And if you fire it on top of a bullet spawner, you can get lots of cancels. It's pretty good that way. Way better than Jinn.
If you're playing at home, keep in mind the moment that the lock-on laser locks onto stuff, that's when it gives you the multiplier. I thought it had to eat the bullets first, so you can literally shoot it and then use your windshield wipers if you have bullets coming at you, and then go from there. Yeah, Knight, you got this.
So for example, this specific boss here, it has a few patterns where it fires tons of bullets from the center. You drop the wing layer on top of it and you can get lots of cancels like this. Well, I didn't do it exactly right. Maybe this time is fine. And
look
with Jinn,
whole thing just eaten.
Yeah.
Can't do that with Jinn.
60 hits.
Yeah, like you cancel the entire ring.
And also, like, he didn't cash out all of his laser at the start of the game, so, like, you know, knowing when you feel comfortable or when you want to use your resources is definitely a big thing I've noticed.
Yeah, because if you really want to get high scores, you need to full combo the whole, like every stage, because the combo carries from one boss to another within the same stage. And damn, I damaged the boss a little bit too much. I could have milked it a little bit more. I'm below 2,000 hits, but it's okay. It's still gonna be good. So yeah, you want to make sure you can milk the bosses as much as possible, but you also need to have enough resources to keep the combo going the whole stage. Yeah, took a hit out of greed. The small guy wasn't really paying attention here, but.
Hey, but don't forget, when you get hit, that's more resources too.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like it's advantageous. I guess it's just in my plan. I actually planned to lose lives rather in the end game, or instead of the early game. But it's still something I can recover from. I guess it's not like like even my PB. I think I lost a life in stage 3 or something that wasn't intended. But I still got like a pretty good score. So
these guys, do you shield when the door? I know you're not. I'm sorry, not shield. I'm sorry. I know you're not locking on when the doors open. Do you avoid killing the doors?
I try. Like here, I kind of. I guess there were moments where I should have actually opened locked on when the doors were open. But I don't want to kill those too early for sure. Like it's kind of part of the scoring strats.
Okay, so it will ruin your... Okay, that's right. So if you blow out too many panels, it does kill your score potential, right? Because there's not enough bullets.
Alright, so I got 30 million points on first stage, which is not too bad. Actually pretty good. I could have gotten like maybe more if I destroyed that one part at the top, but yeah, so the legs at the bottom, if you destroy them earlier, like they give you points, but because you didn't cancel as many bullets as if you destroy them at the very last second, then the multiplier will be lower. So that's also something to take into account.
Half of your Jinn PD on YouTube already.
Oh yeah, because with Jinn I got like 68 million, something like that.
Yeah.
The world record for Jinn on the arcade version is at 174, something like this. And oh yeah, should damage the boss. What the hell am I doing? But when you take a look at the records for the other characters, they're like so much higher. Like Ifumi can go up to nearly 400 million, and Hal can go beyond 300 million. Yeah, it hasn't been done yet, but I will do it. Because the arcade record for HAL is like 255. Not too long ago I got a PB on the GameCube version, which is like 260 million. But I know that there's like 45 million points I haven't gotten on the final boss. So these two characters, HAL and Ifumi, they have pretty good scoring potential, and the wing layers are pretty reliable. So that's how they're able to get some good scores. But Jinn, man, yeah, Jinn was not good.
Oh, isn't there a range mode that's like exclusive to the GameCube that has popcorn enemies too?
Yep, exactly. In the main menu you can see like arcade mode, but also original mode. Original mode adds some popcorn enemies here and there. So it's kind of a remix of the game. It also has some remixed music. So it's interesting. I didn't explore it a ton, but there's some interesting things you can do with it. Like for example here, there's a part where the boss just leaves the screen. So I have to use the lock-on laser in empty air to temporarily freeze the timer. And
that's how you freeze the timer?
If you use lock-on laser, even if it doesn't hit anything, it will oh man, I took another hit. That was bad. But it will temporarily freeze the combo timer. So it gives you like you can buy some time before the chain drops. So it gives you enough time for the boss to come back, and then you can keep the combo going. But in the original mode, so the mode you were talking about with the popcorn enemies, there would be popcorn enemies there when the boss leaves the screen. So you won't need to do that link, that little chain that's kind of hard to pull off. That costs lots of resources. You could just instead use the popcorn enemies and milk their bullets with the wing layer or something. So this boss is kind of tricky because there's all those turrets at the bottom. So top priority is killing them all, and then I milk a little bit in Chaos Field. So I find this boss interesting from a scoring perspective, because you would think like, oh yeah, look at that, in Chaos Field has tons of bullets, so milk a ton of bullets in Chaos Field as much as possible and then move on. But actually it's better to milk a little bit, but mostly destroy the turrets afterwards. And those turrets are only in order field. Like, see, when he rotates, because I switch fields. Because here I'm cashing in on the combo. Like I have 2,000 hits. Okay, now I need to count. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Oh, yeah. At the end, I still had to use some wing layers and stuff. I was kind of low on gauge compared to what I should have. Like here, I only have 7 gauge instead of 10 or 9. But it's okay, I can work with it. It's not too bad. Okay, let's try to speed damage this boss first phase. Well, I could have...
Oh, no collision. That's cool.
Yep, there's no collision damage. There's no collision damage whatsoever in the game. I'll use 1 wing layer here. I should have used 2, but I know that I have less resources than usual, so started the combo a little bit later. Alright, yeah, so some bosses, for example, like I think it was 4-1, I abused the lack of collision damage a lot. And it's very interesting, like most Milestone games, so except from Radirgy Noah, you have no collision damage, so you can do some crazy stuff like go on top of the bosses, do some cheese. It's very interesting how it works. Is it gonna be fine? Yeah, alright, let's get some resources back. Yeah, I only have 3 gauge here. Because I was kind of low on gauge when entering the stage compared to what I usually have, I had to cut the combo short. Like I have 86 hits on the combo, but usually I would have some more. Wait, the combo died? What the fuck? Oh man.
I blame society.
Yeah. I don't know what happened there.
It seems like we're a tiny bit too late.
Yeah, seems. Oh man, seems like it. Damn. And I'm taking some more hits. That's not good. Like theoretically, the combo died again because I was too late on that second wing layer. I still keep going with my usual strats, but so the reason why dying is good and bad is that when you die, you don't get any score penalties. Like there's no combo break or anything. That's pretty much great. You get more gauge, like you get enough gauge to get 3 wing layers or lock-on lasers with 1 death. So in the final stage, against the final boss, dying will be very useful because you don't get a lot of sources of gauge in that final stage. I can use those deaths to extend the combo and get like a really big 9,999 hits combo in the final stage. So ideally you want to save all your lives for that one stage. Oh damn. But I'm doing the opposite. I'm just losing lives left and right. And that's not good. Let's see here, for example, on this boss, because I can drop the wing layer on one of the spawners for bullets, I can get a ton of hits. With Jinn, it would have been like a miracle if that kind of thing was happening.
Yeah, it's so much more easy to do with a reliable shield, I bet.
Absolutely. Okay, this is the kind of crazy part.
Wow.
Oh boy. Yes, I don't have a ton of hits because the chain died a few times, but yeah, what I want to do here is cash in on the combo that I built up the whole stage and destroy all those parts in the center to both not only recharge the gauge but also cash in. So it does both. And that's also what's very interesting with scoring this game, is that you can score the stages individually, but you also have to think about your exit strategies. Like I'm leaving the stage with this amount of gauge or that amount of gauge. Like stage 3 here had so many fuck-ups because I was kind of low on gauge when leaving stage 2. So this boss is also where I mentioned earlier that I would be abusing lack of collision damage. So you can see I'm sitting on top of the boss and doing these kind of crazy things. Oh boy, I'm gonna make it out alive. Because this part is a little bit tricky, but it's fine. It worked out. But yeah, I think the game would be like a lot worse if it had collision damage.
Also, I think it's really stylish in a lot of games when they don't have collision damage and you can do maneuvers like this where it just looks really high stakes when you're on top of something that you normally wouldn't be on top of, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm sure like with Mars Matrix or I'm not sure if Gigawing has collision damage, maybe, but yeah. Oh, okay, I see.
You can do some really crazy things if you know how to get on top of certain bosses too, like certain grounded bosses.
Yeah, because usually in games, it's like the air enemies have collision damage, but the ground enemies don't. Though I guess, yeah, here in this case, it's all enemies. Like none of the enemies have collision damage. So you can do really crazy things, like even more crazy things than in the other games.
I'm sure in 2 weeks when EC plays Gigawing 2 for possibly the Western personal best, Western world record, he's going to show us some lack of collision damage abuse too.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool. Because yeah, that's the Takumi Fest you've planned, right?
Yeah. I just got to get an exact time. I'm going to reach out to everybody and see when they're available. But I also got to figure out, are we going to merge it with another? Like, is there going to be a slot in another event, or are we just taking the whole thing for a few different games?
So what is it going to be about?
We're going to have the Ruby race. It's going to be myself, Charlene, Alafante, Rizardi, and the Void. Hard subject to change, of course, just depending on people's availability at the end of the day. I wanted 1cc Mars Matrix. I might be a little bit ambitious because I spend so much time on Pinky, but at least my Gigawing is way up there when I'm more focused. Then, I couldn't get somebody to play Night Raid, but I watched a video about how to play that one, which is hilarious. So I might just do the cheese where you get on top of it. EC's going to show up at Gigawing 2. You know, Gigawing Generations is pretty easy and fun. I don't even care if I 2 or 3 credit that. I just want people to know Gigawing Generations exists.
Yeah, because that one only has a PS2 port, I think, and the PS2 port runs in 30 FPS. Like, it's not a very good port, apparently, so not a lot of people play it.
30 FPS is troublesome. However, EC was able to help me find a basically arcade version that's standalone that works the way intended.
Yeah, the Type-X dump, yeah.
But it works. So yeah, there's a way to play it as intended, which is good too.
Damn, and I lost my life in 5-1. Well, I'll keep going. I'll show. Because I knew it wasn't a great credit when I lost all these lives in stage 3, but it's okay. I will showcase the scoring in this stage, which is where this stage is actually where you get the most score in the entire game. You get like something like 170 million points, something in that range, depending on how well you do. You can probably get even a bit more. But it's like almost like half the score of the entire run. It's this stage, because you can build a super big combo. See, this boss has these spawners that fire tons of bullets. You drop the wing layer on top of them, hopefully aim well, and get some crazy hit combos. But you also have to manage both the boss health bar, but also your resources. You don't want to run out of gauge, because that spells the end of the combo, because you can't use any wing layers anymore. So that's why I'm also damaging the boss when I feel the need to. All right.
Jeez, I'm just watching that multiplier go up and up and up and up.
Yep.
Just from the first encounter, yeah.
Definitely. So the first, this boss is probably one of those where you can build the most hits in the game. Final boss as well is pretty good for that, because they have these spawners that fire tons of bullets, and because these super lucrative stages, super lucrative bosses are right next to one another. That's also why the stage itself is super lucrative. Here, I finished the boss with like 3,000 hits, which is not great. But I died earlier, so I guess the combo could have been even better. But I know that I was able to get it to 4,000 hits with Hal. With Ifumi, I was able to even get it to nearly 5,000. But Hal is easier to score with. Like, even if the potential is slightly lower, the fact that you put the wing layer and then you can chill, like stand back and relax, I guess. Like, especially here. You drop the wing layer on top of the boss. and then I can move back. Ifumi's wing layer is kind of different. You have to really stay close to where you want to cancel the bullets. So I don't have this luxury. Well, I will take a hit on purpose here just to replenish my gauge. So this is the kind of death on purpose strats, like SD strats you could do. Oh boy, that was super tight. Holy shit, that wing layer.
Also, the Fumi, it's like if you really want to score with her, you have to know little micro corrections to make. If you really want to keep your birds in the right spots, or you have to have super exact timing, or your birds are not going to go where you want them to go. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you have to always be close to the source of bullets. So some bosses work well with it, because they move, so you can move alongside and stuff. But some others, like this one, for example, it's obvious that it was made with HAL's capabilities in mind. So I'll be reaching.
I see how you risk your life bars to just keep milking the crap out of this guy.
So
it's like, yeah, what are you gonna farm off of him? Nothing.
So you can farm the bullets.
I'm sorry. What do you get hit for red gems? It doesn't look like you can hit anything for red gems unless if I'm mistaken.
I'm not sure I fully get the question, but
okay. There's nothing you can kill to get resources back on this guy,
yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. There's like one part. There's maybe one part in the center, but that's about it. You get just one gauge recharge. You indeed use.
Like you don't have panels you can blow up to keep getting resources back.
Yeah. In 5-2, there's the eye, the center eye you can destroy from time to time and get some gauge back, but this final boss doesn't have a lot of things, so you have to SD and use that to get gauge back. So that's more or less how you play the game for scoring, except the dying. Ignore the game over. Ignore the game over.
Yeah, the dying didn't happen. That was fictitious. That was lies.
Yeah, that was. It was like the effect of the flawed topaz. You know, it's maybe one of the magical properties of that.
The curse of the flawed topaz. It's so bad, even when you're done playing it, it makes your other runs fall apart.
Yes.
Okay, Karous rematch?
Oh, yeah, for sure. If Van, you're still there? Because I know he's online. I mean, he's in the chat, the Discord chat. Not sure if he's ready yet, but
I'll get my screen back up and get ready to go.
Yeah, I'll have to switch back and rotate my screen again.
Hi.
Oh, nice to have you back. We'll be playing Karous again.
Sure.
Let me just switch. All right. Here we go. The rematch, the revenge. You're gonna take revenge on the game.
Don't get greedy. That's the thing. Don't get greedy.
Yeah, it's so easy to get greedy in that game. You want to be aggressive.
It's exciting. You have this shield that literally clears bullets for you, and you feel like you can do anything you want. Then something hits you from the side.
This is so good. This is what makes the game so good, but also so dangerous. I love that. Okay, so I have my game ready, I guess. I mean, I started the game. Hopefully people can see it. I know that Malone and Artic, same, can see.
Yeah, just give me a minute.
The menus. Yeah, let me know when you're ready.
Yeah, I'll let you. It won't take long.
He's doing a secret like ritual to make the flawed topaz curse me even more.
Curse of the topaz.
It represents everything, the greed, the need to get those shiny items, you know, and the downfall of man when trying to do so. It was the perfect reward for playing Jinn.
The gambler's curse.
Oh boy. Because I remember when looking at some Arcadia scans, because I was trying to find information on the Chaos Field world records in like Japanese arcades, there were some articles. So Arcadia is a Japanese magazine, was a Japanese magazine with information on the new releases, the new high scores, all these kind of things. And I remember there was some comments for Chaos Field, and I was saying like the Jinn score, there was like at least 10 or 15 million points that are just up to luck. Like depending on whether you're lucky or not, you will get them or you will not get them. So that's pretty insane, because like maybe like what around 1/10 of the final score for a game that is otherwise extremely consistent. Like there's no RNG whatsoever, at least to my knowledge, in Chaos Field, aside from Jinn and his wing layer, like the bats that go that do their own thing. That's a crazy character. It's like the character is in a game that doesn't fit him. It's like, yo guys, I'm here. Yo, I thought gambling. Anyone here into that? No, what? Wait, am I in the right place? Like Jinn comes up and is baffled, like, yo guys, want to play poker? You want to play like dice? Everyone's like, no, we don't do this shit here. And he's like, whatever, I'll do my own thing, and he does his own thing.
He's in the ship because he lost a bet. I called him now. He's in that ship because he lost a bet. Now he's an experiment. There we go. That's his backstory.
Yeah, because the official story is apparently that his ship is a prototype version or something, but we all know that he lost a bet. That's why he's stuck with that one.
Yeah, it could have been Hal's ship, but he lost a card game. I'm running novice mode just to show people if you want to dip your toe.
Oh yeah. Because easy is very, very easy. If you just want to clear, you don't even have to do anything. But if you play normal, these kind of strats where you don't do anything and just let the enemies and the bullets be cancelled or damaged by your shield, that can also work in normal. You just have to be careful because there's like maybe 1 or 2 bosses where you have to move away from the lasers. But in easy, these bosses don't even spawn. I don't even fight them. The game ends before stage 4. Like at the end of stage 3 in easy mode, it's over. So yeah, just drop the controller in easy mode. Take a break. Like have, I don't know, like whatever your favorite drink, and you return and it's like, oh, the game has cleared itself.
I just beat the game?
Yeah.
1 CC.
But no, there's the philosophical question. If you haven't, if you had no input in the matter, you did not touch the controller, who actually got the 1 CC? Is it you? Or is it the game itself? Is it a true 1 CC if you don't do anything?
Oh wow, the bullet density is nothing in this mode at all, too.
Yeah.
He doesn't even shoot out anything from his hands. It looks so silly.
Yeah, the animations are there, but nothing comes out. The gun is jammed, maybe.
There you go. That that fake yellow luck. We're using the prototype too now. The enemy is.
Oh my god, this is so good. Now the only drawback of playing pacifist is that you have to time out all the bosses. So it can take a while, but at the same time, in Milestone games, like aside from Chaos Field, because Chaos Field is all bosses, but the other games have relatively short timeouts. And yeah, Blur, this is indeed Karous. We're playing Karous. At the moment, we're waiting for Van Artic is getting ready, but we'll be playing Karous again. We played a bit earlier. And right now, yeah, Malone is indeed showcasing the novice mode. We'll be playing hard mode indeed. So,
or you can make this as easy as you want. That's my point here.
Yeah, absolutely. You're so good. You can type in chat of playing. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh man. Malone is OP. So maybe that's the power of the topaz. Like in the right hands, it gives you power. In the wrong hands, it curses you.
Knight, I'm calling it now. All these jokes we're making about the Topaz, if they ever do like an HD remix of the game, our lore is going to get in there somehow. Storyline expanded.
Like maybe Jinn's ship is powered by Topaz.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
Oh,
Okay,
welcome back.
Sorry for the wait.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I showed off novice mode for fun.
So I guess you're all ready to start the new run?
Just a moment.
Yep, sure.
Go through the menus. My stream is up. Yep, it is.
Yeah, I can see it.
Chat up. Okay. Anytime.
All right, let's do this.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hard mode. All right, so yeah, it seems like Van, for you, the previous run was kind of a derust. Maybe this one you will make it even further. That's what I hope.
I hope so. I don't have the confidence.
Yeah, this is a game where things can go wrong very quickly. So
Yeah. I got hit by a diagonal restarting.
yeah, I think Malone, your strategy is focusing on the shield very early on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Because that's also what I do, but maybe not to the same extent as you guys. Like I'm trying to get
use your gun.
yeah, like I'm trying to level up my shield to at least level 20 in the first stage. But after that, I focus a little bit on the shot and the other weapons as well. I'm kind of out of sync though for my DFS. That's not good.
Did picture freeze? Blur says someone said my capture is frozen.
Oh, do I need
your
to?
end.
Oh wait. Let me see if I can. Oh wait a minute. Artic stream.
Hit again in the same spot.
Let me see if I can just refresh it.
It's okay, I'm still restarting anyways.
Because yeah, you kind of frozen on the. What the hell?
Oh, wait, it's frozen. Okay.
Frames?
Wait.
No, I'm not dropping frames.
I'm refreshing. Wait, let me check on my on the browser if the stream is up. It seems to be stuck on the Milestone logo.
Huh. Really?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I'm looking at it on the browser.
Is my own stream? Oh, my own stream did freeze. Like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Now it seems to have been refreshed.
It's
Yep.
working.
Oh, you're playing. Oh, that's interesting. You're playing the Korean version of the game.
That's the first ISO I found on the internet. Okay.
yeah, because the first. Oh well,
It's the first one that comes up.
Yeah. Well, I took a hit, so I'll probably restart. So if you want to restart, go ahead and restart. But yeah, that's an interesting point because the game, the Milestone Shooting Collection 1, so which is the version that you're playing, Van, was released in Korea. I don't know if
so specific.
Yeah, it's very specific. I don't know if the other games were also released in Korea, but yeah, this one was. And I never played that version, so it's pretty interesting. Like to see just Korean text in a Milestone game.
Yeah.
But thankfully, in terms of like regional differences, there shouldn't be anything. It's not like those, I guess, those games from the '90s where the US version is like it's a complete hack job or whatever. They just cranked the difficulty to max and made it unplayable.
Mobile Light Force.
Yeah.
swear this time I'm not gonna get hit by dumb stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. I mean, maybe I took the dumb hits for you because I just restarted since I took a hit earlier, like right before checking your stream for the freezing issue.
Oh, that's okay. I already restarted 3 times by the time I figured out my stream wasn't working.
Oh.
And that's the 4th time.
Are you using DFS a lot or not? Because
I do use it a lot, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think like if you're taking hits when leaving the DFS, it's possibly because like the iframes at the end of the DFS are not like there's not a lot of them. I remember when I was playing Radirgy, when I was like basically alternating between the 2 games, I was kind of surprised because in Radirgy you also have an equivalent like ABS net, which is some sort of a radio wave circular thing, which cancels bullets. It works the same way basically, but when you leave it, you have more iframes. So I was kind of used to the Radirgy iframes, and then I got hit in Karous and I didn't understand why. I was like, what? Oh wow, I don't have a lot of iframes, man. So I guess maybe in that time, maybe Malone made some further progress because I restarted. I'm at boss 1 right now, but don't know where you're at.
I'm doing satisfactory. Is what it's saying.
Oh,
it's like I got twice at the boss. It's okay though. We'll recover.
Okay.
It's gotta be less.
I see. Oh, I got a random 1-up item. Well, it's not like fully 1-up. It's gave me a little bit of life. Yeah. So I didn't talk much about the life system in this game, but it is a bit different. You have HP. So usually in shmups, it's like you take a hit, you lose 1 life. Here you have health points. It's still like when you start, it's still kind of basically have 3 hit points because when you take a hit with the 1 bullet, you basically lose a third of your life. But some items, like one I picked, like a small pink. It was a pink diamond. It gave me 1 HP instead of like the 10 I think you get. 10 HP is like 1 life in a way. But you can get some granular HP at times with those items. So that's also interesting.
It's possible to stay alive at Magic Pixel.
Yeah, exactly. Like this is something I didn't really understand, but there were times where I thought, oh man, I only have 1 life against the TLB or something, and I'm dead. And I take a hit and I'm still alive, and the health bar is almost empty. And I realized afterwards, like, oh yeah, the Magic Pixel. So it's not only boss. See, this is why this game is cool. Because remember when you try to beat a boss, and the boss has the Magic Pixel, and you game over when the boss has the Magic Pixel? Well, in this game, you can do the same. You can have the Magic Pixel if you want. So, entering stage 2 for me. Enemies start shooting from all directions. Like because there's no collision damage, you can have enemies that come from behind, and it's fine. Like it's no big deal. You don't have to memorize everything and make sure to get out of the way before they even appear.
I do one more restart, but I'm taking what happens next.
Sure, go ahead.
Stage 1, low 65. Hopefully I don't get hit by some dumb shit.
Yeah. It's always dumb shit, man, in this game. But I guess even in other shmups it's rarely intelligent things, but often you're like, oh, I was trapped, I had no chance to recover, like. But here it's like, what? Always the surprise, like, what hit me? Why? So the game is a bit, when you start getting into it, it's a bit harder than it seems like.
I honestly think the overall gray palette makes things a little bit tough to see.
Yeah, I can see it. Well, I mean, I can't see it. I mean, well, I can see it. Like I can see what you can't see it. Can see the bullets. Yeah.
Also, because I can play, don't have a rotated monitor when I play.
Oh yeah, maybe playing in Tate can help. But yeah, if you're playing in Yoko, I can see all the colors of the very similar color scheme. They just blend with the background, maybe.
Absolutely.
And because the game is mostly focusing on canceling bullets rather than dodging, sometimes you still have to dodge because your timing for the DFS was wrong or something like that, and that's when you like suddenly have to pay attention to the colors and stuff, and or maybe I should say the lack of color. And I guess that's where it tricks you. Oh boy. Okay, boss 2, phase 2, time to milk it. Like oh man, I keep missing that second, that last clump of bullets. No, it's okay. I think I got the timing down. Yeah, I just had to delay a little bit more. So if you have a good timing, you can cancel with the DFS. You can cancel so many bullets from the boss 2 when he swings his arms that it fully recharges your DFS.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm using to milk it a bit more. Another challenge though is that there's no timer for the bosses. You can't see when they will time out. So sometimes like yeah, I'm good, I can milk. Actually the boss leaves and you're like, oh wow, wait, come back.
You kind of got to count the reps, I think.
Yeah, probably, but like because the boss has 2 phases. Depending on how fast you get to the second phase, maybe he will swing its arms.
Oh, that's fair.
More or less times. So I kind of check, like I take a look at the top of its head, and when it feels like it starts leaving, I'll finish it off. But it can be hard to tell, especially in the heat of the action. Oh, I think it's gonna leave. Killed it. If I see the background scrolling stops shortly after I kill the boss, I'm like, okay, that was near the end. And the background stops scrolling, so I was near the end. Okay, that's fine. I got my shield to level 50, my shot to level 49, and I think my sword is at like what, 20 or something like that. I'm in the loading screen right now, so 23. Yeah, so stage 3 is where I will focus a lot more on the sword. Do you guys have any level up plans for the other weapons?
Typically what I do is shield first, sword second, shot last.
I see.
I do shield to 50 on stage 1. Sword to about 30 to 40 in stage 2, and shot to 20 always in stage 2, and then sword all the way.
Yeah.
Or shot occasionally.
Yeah, I feel like shot is hard to use efficiently in the end game. So that's why I kind of focus it a bit early on, or I used some of the bosses to milk experience for the shot.
I like to hold the sword and shield at the same time to split the experience between the two.
Yeah, you can do that indeed. I think it might be more useful in the early game as well, because when you use those 2 weapons together, they'll power down. Like you can't, for example, do the 3 hit sword combo if you're holding shot at the same time. But if you're at the first level, maybe the power, you don't get any power down. But I haven't tested that a lot because I don't do the splitting tricks. But it's interesting that you might do that. Alright, mid boss 3. I've milked a little bit more as well. So when you cancel bullets, they also add to the experience points that your weapons can get. So.
It's a lot of them.
Yeah, CPS is round 2. Just to kind of like, if somebody missed it at the start, we wanted to do a second round. Like I mentioned, this game is just fun to score with, fun to get greedy with.
And the soundtrack is really good. I mean, this is a constant thing with Milestone games. The soundtrack is good.
It's always good old Daisuke Nagata.
Yeah, and Ko Hayashi.
Yeah.
Okay. I know that the two have made tracks for Milestone games, but for the newer games, I don't know if it's just Daisuke Nagata or if it's the two of them again. I'll have to check again because I wasn't fully sure.
I always get greedy at the second boss. I always want to do more than I can.
Yeah.
I only recently found out that the Daisuke Nagata is also...
I think I get too excited when I get the level 50 shield and I just want to go for it. It's like, I'm wrong.
It's also interesting that I found out recently that Daisuke Nagata is also known in the Type Moon circles as James Harris.
Yeah, he has a lot of aliases. So James Harris is one of those. I think Musashino Clan or something like that. He does some rap music as well, I think. Because on his under the alias Kutsurikai as well, because his Bandcamp alias is Kutsurikai. And there's some rap with like Musashino Clan, I think. Type Moon, I think he did some music for Fate Stay Night. I'm not fully sure, maybe some remixes.
He pretty much did the OST for Fate Stay Night and Fate Hollow Ataraxia and most recently Witch in the Holy Night.
That's pretty crazy because I've played more like suffered through Fate Stay Night, but the music style was definitely different.
Fate Grand Order supposedly also.
Oh wow! He has a lot of collaboration with Type Moon. I was not aware of that back then when I started getting into Milestone games.
Yeah, me neither. Why did I get hit again?
I mean, like, if you two guys know how to play Radirgy, that might be a fun race. I've never actually seen Radirgy, but are you guys good at that one? Never touched it.
I'm supposed to be decent at it.
Yeah. Not nearly as experienced. I got hit again.
I mean, why not? But
I got a small light up. Let's go.
Yo. It's just I'm not sure if I've prepared the layout and stuff. Oh wait, yeah. If you play a Radirgy, I can just use the same layout as here. And play on the Wii compilation.
Use the Jinn layout and change the name.
Sure.
That'd be funnier. It's so cursed it even showed up in other games.
That could be cool as a bonus segment, I guess.
To you guys though, but Radirgy's pretty similar, and I've never touched it myself, but I wanted to see it in action.
Oh yeah. It doesn't have the level of mechanics though, but the general game loop with speed killing enemies and using the invincibility to just run into them and go crazy with your sword, it's pretty similar.
In a way, yeah. I remember pretty much nothing about that game. I barely played it. I know each port has its own exclusive mode.
Yeah, the GameCube port has a Manpuku mode, which is like basically the same as arcade with a higher multiplier cap. And the PS2 port has Owakari mode, which is a higher difficulty mode. I think the other ports, like on the Wii and the Xbox 360, probably don't have bonus modes.
Yeah, the 360 one has nothing.
Like it's very bare bones.
Yeah, it's so bad.
from what I remember, there's some bonus modes for Il Velo, like Il Velo Mixture and Death Mode, but not sure how good they are. Apparently, Mixture is pretty basic.
Yeah, Mixture is just Il Velo with the ship select or something stupid like that.
Yeah, it's a crossover mode. You can play the ships with the other games, but apparently they're not super well balanced or something like that.
Yeah.
Plus, there's no bonus stages anymore, so the complexity of the stage design in the original Il Velo is just kind of lost, I guess. But it's more straightforward.
I would rather play Noah Massive's Death Mode.
Oh yeah. That one seems kind of interesting, but it's more like a bonus mode. Death Mode is the one with like the mix of tower defense.
Yeah.
Ah, damn! I took a hit because I was too greedy. I went to the top of the screen. I had no DFS. I thought I could recharge it on time, but still, I think it's the first hit I took, so I'm not too worried. Oh yeah, if you haven't played the 3DS games, there's one as well, Radirgy de Gojaru, that plays like the Death Mode, the Radirgy Noah Death Mode. I played that a bit recently, so it's kind of interesting.
There's also Karous Beast of Eden.
Yeah, there were three games on the 3DS, like a Karous game, which is it's a mission-based game, so you don't have like a full campaign, like a full arcade mode. It's a bunch of little missions with objectives, and you can. And
I figured it was gonna be like that.
Yeah, when you level up the weapons, you also keep the level up, so it's more like I guess a campaign style of game. Like you play an entire campaign with all the missions. There's a Radirgy de Gojaru, which is the death mode, so kind of like a survival mode where you have to defend Tadayu's building. So kill all the enemies, don't let them leave, cancel the bullets, don't let them bullets get away as well. It's kind of basic, but it's pretty replayable, I guess. And you have Il Velo di Ninja, which is kind of like Karous, like based on missions. But there's no level ups. There's no weaponry. Well, you can select plenty of different ships though. You can select the ships from the other games as well. So it's not too bad, but it's also a bit basic because the missions are like the special stages in Il Velo, but there's no like regular stages.
Leaning into crossover territory again.
Yep. They were like, oh, we have these assets, let's just use them. Oh, nearly took a hit there because I started shooting too early. Figured at the very last second. Oh boy, got a bit greedy here. Like stayed under the boss. Like for the boss 4 lasers, when he does that attack, I don't stand in between the two lasers, like below the boss. It feels like a prison to me. So I would rather like move around the boss.
I usually kind of get up in his face and I time the DFS for when he does a certain attack where he just sweeps everywhere. Oops. It's like that 360 thing where he kind of does a ring of attacks behind you too.
Oh, for boss 4? Yeah, because he has bullets that follow you as well, that aim at you. So you kind of have to like tap dodge at the top. At least that's what I'm doing against boss 4.
Okay, I get what you're saying. You go all the way up there.
Yeah, above the lasers. Like I ignored the lasers at the bottom. I just dodged through the top of the screen. But because it fires aimed shots, you can just go all the way to the right, all the way to the left quickly. I kind of slowly tap dodge to give myself some time and avoid being trapped by the shots. I'm gonna make sure to get that Milestone logo. Yep, got it.
It's just with the Milestone logos, you have to use the right weapon at the right time to make them just magically appear.
Yeah, that's pretty basically it.
Okay.
Like in stages 1, 2, and 3, it's not too bad. Like you use the shot for the first 2 stages and the sword for the 3rd stage. But in stages 4 and 5, you have to use the shield. So you have to stay on top of that turret, that spot. And if you're not there early enough, it feels like you won't be able to uncover it on time.
Okay. Stage 4 boss, it's time to die.
Yeah, it's time for the boss to die, right? Oh damn, I said that and I took a hit. I'm at like what? I think I'm at 3 lives and 1 magic pixel. So 3.1 lives, 31 HP I guess. Yeah, I have a decent chance. One thing as well with the difficulty curve is that it's kinda, I guess, flat in a way. Like you can take random stupid hits in the first stage, you can take random stupid hits in the last stage, but it's not like the last stage is extremely difficult. And I think Radiant Celesta was alluding to that earlier. Like he found stage 5 surprisingly easy for stage 5. And that's because when you know how to play the game and how to use your tools and what are the timings for the DFS. Making sure like you're not trapped in a situation where you don't have the DFS and enemies are spewing tons of bullets. You should be fine, like more like regardless of the kind of patterns you're faced with. You just need to understand how to reflect bullets if you're in trouble. Like here I was in a pinch a bit earlier, so I moved a bit up on the screen and stuff, so it could have turned out wrong, but in the end it was fine. Alright, so approaching the end of the stage here. Not there yet, but I see that pattern, like that gray. Oh shit. Those gray squares at the bottom. That tile set. I'm like, oh yeah, this is near the end of the stage. But the final stage is also where, especially if you play like for regular. With the regular scroll strats, not the super high level strats, it's where you're gonna cash in a lot on the multiplier. Because I probably didn't forgot to mention it, but this game has a multiplier. The multiplier is simply the sum of your levels. So you really want to level up your weapons as efficiently as possible through the game. But that level up, you can't lose levels, so you just keep gaining and gaining levels, and anything you destroy in the last stages is gonna be worth a lot of points. But if you do the Aiden or Gothio superplay strats with tons of items, among those items there'll be level up items as well. So you will probably max out very quickly, because the max level you can get is 300. You're getting 100 on every weapon. Shot 100, sword 100, and shield 100. And if you do that, you get max multiplier, you get 300. And that is pretty crazy, and I think super players are able to do that way earlier. Like if you play without the bullet conversion items, like if you can't manage to trigger them, I think at best you get to max out your levels maybe in stage 5, but they probably do it like halfway through the game. That is insane. Yeah. Well, I did not destroy both parts at the end of the final boss. Yeah, I kind of speed killed it, did a little bit too much damage, but I still killed it, so I should unlock the TLB now, unless I fucked up for this, but no, seems fine, I think. I see those white feathers. Yeah, let's go, TLB time for me. So I'm not sure I discussed the TLB pattern itself. It has all these little red things, like those turrets, those whack-a-mole things, periodically show up and shoot things at you. So the first goal is killing them all, and then probably damaging the center. And when you damage the boss enough, it will start using that that laser grid pattern, which is insane. Like before I found out about the safe spot strategy. It was on one of Aiden's videos actually. I think it was him who showcased the safe spot for the first time, at least to my knowledge. Let's go. Hopefully it works out. I took a hit, but it's okay. I think I'm in the spot. Yes. Because if you take a hit, usually during the animation, the bullets start then reflecting backwards, like downwards. So that's fine. And when you see the bullets being reflected downwards, that's when you know you're in the spot. It's all good. Don't move anymore. You'll be fine. And gives me time to check out your progress. Yo, Van, you're stage 5. Nice.
Yeah, Van's on a rampage. I'm doing one more run.
Yeah, he's going crazy. That's what's cool about the leveling up the sword, especially in the end game. You have your sword. It's all powered up. You just go crazy on the enemies. You chain the DFS, and you get lots of points for that because the multiplier is high. Man, it's pretty crazy. And it seems like my final score is 2.8 billion. So a better score than last time, but still a bit shy of the 3 billion. But I'm still glad I got a clear. So I got pretty decent consistency at this game, it seems. Alright, and now Van on the last boss. Yeah, doing that trick, like how to manage those big patterns. Okay, use your shield, the shield that's level up to 50, which can reflect all the bullets. Then you dive forward into the bullets, and it creates this wave, like this widespread of bullet canceling arcs. And that's how you deal with many of those patterns, because otherwise it's like the boss just fires a big cloud of bullets at you, and you don't know how to handle them. But he knows. And that makes even some of the densest patterns not too bad. It transforms it into some sort of rhythm game. Like there's a rhythm to it where you have to make sure when to stop shooting in sync with the boss pattern, so that when the boss fires, your shield is ready, and then you move and you cancel all those. So you still gotta be careful sometimes when you cancel those bullets. And you move forward, don't move back too quickly, because sometimes you will run into a bullet from behind. Like that was...
I do that way too often. Also, another big thing is getting hit from the side. Like knowing which patterns actually hit you from the side. That's the biggest thing that's ever hit me, for obvious reasons. But like either going backwards or getting hit from the side, two big threats.
Absolutely, and in the stages there's some enemy waves that spawn from the sides and will try to exploit that weakness. So that's why you gotta be really careful, since the shield only covers the front of your ship. Okay, so Van is at the TLB. Nice. So he managed to unlock it. What is he? Oh wow, he's doing some ballsy strats there, using the shield on top of the bullet spawners. Like I tried to play it safe myself. Yeah, he has to do the DFS there.
Rip.
Oh damn.
Oh, whatever.
Man, you can still continue if you want, but
yeah.
Making it to TLB, like that was the first credit, right? Like I mean GG, man.
Yeah, I tried.
So, yeah, the TLB itself can be pretty stressful if you don't know how to properly set up the safe spot, because it can be a resource check. Like if you have plenty of lives, like okay, I'm just gonna point blank the boss, use lots of sword combos and just tank the hits. That's a strategy, but you need to have lots of lives going into the boss fight. Or you can try to like hide in the corner. I think that's what I was doing back then. Oh, Malone, you got
that long ago.
I got the bullet canceled by accident. Yeah,
I remember.
Can you say that again, Van Artic? I didn't. What did you say? I didn't get it, sadly.
I was practicing with save states a long time ago, and I did figure out, hey, you can stay still in a spot and it never gets you.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, that's cool that you practice that. But yeah, doing that in full run is a bit complicated, especially if you don't have lives in backup. So, but
Yeah.
you did great. You did great.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks. And Malone
Hey guys,
showcased that the secret to getting super high scores in this game. Like for a moment,
It
you
would
saw
have been
like
2.5 bill, which is definitely not close to my old PB.
yeah, but I'm rusty too. Like I had like 2.8 instead of 3 billion. So
Yeah. What was my PB again?
If you guys want to go to Radirgy, I'm curious about that if you guys are up for it. I mean, it's just a thought I had because he said Radirgy's really similar to this. Oops.
yeah, why not? I mean,
Okay.
it's also in the same compilations there, so can you just reuse the same layout and showcase Radirgy instead. But maybe you want to finish your credit first, or how is that?
Nah, you guys can go to Radirgy.
Okay. Oh, you can still play Karous at the same time if you want, because it's the same layout and stuff.
You don't have to know why you guys play Radirgy. Just put me on the side though. That way it's less confusing.
I get the GameCube port, but this is fine.
Yeah, GameCube port is also my favorite version. Oh wow, the Radirgy logo is in Korean too.
Yeah, it's localized, yeah.
Holy shit.
Crazy.
Oh man. Because I'll be showing the logo on my side. I guess the Japanese logo for the game.
Okay. All I know is that people use 1, 2, 3 shot, so that's all I know.
Y shot. B shot, no, B sword. And air, ABS. Yeah, should be good for me. I think. So Radirgy came out before Karous, but after Chaos Field. So the chronology is like Chaos Field was the first game, and then we had Radirgy, Karous, Il Velo, and Radirgy Noir. So you can see here, you have a shot. Like at the beginning of the game, you can pick between 3 different shot types. Either you have a red laser shot thing, or a white shot, a green white shot, or a bubble shot, which is a bit more gimmicky. I went with the laser, the 1, 2, 3 laser. Not sure what Van used, but I think it might be the 1, 2, 3 laser as well. Which one was it?
I picked the laser as well.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
go to the 2 player. I finished my credit. I'm really curious. I really want to focus on watching you guys play this too. If you don't mind.
It's fine.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you just want to watch the Radirgy runs,
Yeah, no, I really want to watch this because I don't really know anything about this dude. I'm
yeah,
really
sure. You don't
curious.
have to play it if you mostly want to like check out how it looks like and how
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna
just
play
want
it.
to watch you guys play this one and kind of understand what's going on with this game. 'Cause it looks like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. That's fine.
Okay. I just want to suggest, go to the 2-player layout real quick.
Oh, yeah, but I don't have a 2-player layout with just Van and I.
Oh, what I say is use the block topaz one as a joke and just change the name. Problem solved. Also, I see they reused Afumi's weapon in this game.
Yep. Yeah, there's some influences as well from Chaos Field, like the shot that I have is definitely like the Van Artic is also using it. It's definitely like Ifumi's shot because you can also lock onto some enemies and stuff. It's not as crucial, I guess, in this game as in Chaos Field, but because the sword is a big thing. The sword, but also the shield. So the way the scoring mechanics work in this game is you have this bar here on the top left. Like you need to feed it some green pills to keep it up because that's your multiplier, and those green pills appear if you use the ABS net, which is like the equivalent of the bomb, or the shield to cancel bullets or take damage on enemies. Like here, for example, I'm using the shield in combination with the ABS net on top of those balloons. and gives a lot of these green capsules, and the green capsules will refill the multiplier.
Yeah.
In Karous, the multiplier was like when it increases, it cannot decrease. But here it's different. Like it only goes up to 16. So it's not like a game-long multiplier that increases continuously, but this one continuously decreases. So you have to refresh it, like regularly feed it green pills. So that's why it's a bit more complex than Karous at first. Because Karous, you just use your weapons and it will level them up. And that will increase your multiplier. And then afterwards you look into ways to level them up more optimally and how to do it better and these kind of things. But Radirgy, if you're not sure how to play at first, you'll very likely stay at the low multiplier for most of the game. Like it's hard to just improvise strats that give you high multiplier right away. But there's some specific enemies where you can do some tricks and get some high amount of green pills. Aside from that, the weapon system, short sword, the shield, it's kind of similar, but you cannot reflect bullets in this game. Like Karous has a shield that when you level it up, it allows you to unleash like those wide arcs of bullets. It makes the bosses a lot more manageable. But in Radirgy is probably a bit more difficult in terms of survival because you cannot level up your shield, and there's so many enemies from the side. I'm not sure the tricks that you see in Karous where you don't play the game and the game plays itself. I'm not sure that works as well in Radirgy.
Yeah. The only advantage is that the M.Knight does a full screen clear when it's done.
Yep. Oh yeah, for sure. That is pretty convenient, unless you want to go for the like item conversions tricks, because then it screws you over. But also, damn, I took a hit there. That's not very good, but. Like ideally, I want to like not lose lives until at least I get 20 million points, which is the second extent. Because I just got my first extent here, so one extent at 8 million, and another at 20 million. It's funnily enough, it's the same numbers as in Chaos Field.
I'm barely at like 3 mil.
No, I'm joking. Did you say this? Copy paste as much as you can.
Yeah. They were like, oh yeah, those are good numbers. They work for both scoring systems, even though they're completely different. Yeah, let's go ahead.
Then you can focus more on doing stuff like getting Afumi's weapons in the game.
Yeah, they don't want to. To spend too much time on the scoring stands. But for survival, I mean, it's both survival and also scoring, I guess. But in this game, there's also a Milestone logo, but it works differently. It's a logo that appears near the end, like maybe middle of stage 5, and it replenishes all your life, like all your HP bar. But in order to get it, you need to make sure to destroy like enough ground targets, because in Karous there's no ground turrets. Aside from I guess the items like the Milestone logos are probably the only ground-based things in the game. But here you can see in the stages there's some turrets, and you destroy them. They spawn some square blue rectangles with silly images in them.
Oh, those. Okay.
Yeah. And those are like if you collect them, they'll give you points, and there's like 255 of them in the game, I think. And the more you collect those, and the more point the next one will be worth. So it's like some sort of formula, I don't remember exactly, but just keep collecting them and they will be worth more and more. And if by the time you get to the spot where the secret Milestone logo is, if you've collected 250 of them out of 255, I think it's something like that, you can get this logo to spawn and it will replenish your lives. So you get the life refill before the final boss. But the life refill, it replenishes the bar, but the bar can be like when you start the game, the bar's at 3 lives. But if you don't take a hit, and then you get an extend, so you have 4 lives. So the bar, the max capacity will increase to 4.
I see.
And possibly 5 if you get 2 extends. For me, for example, I took a hit before getting the 2 extends, so I can't get the max amount of lives. I mean, I can't get the 5, but I can possibly get 4 if I don't fuck up for this. So that means for the final boss I can get 4 lives, but I won't be able to get 5. Oh, the second extend. Here we go. So my battery now, on the top left, right above the multiplier gauge, has 4 blocks in it now.
I'm just credit feeding at this point.
Yeah, I mean, you haven't played the laws, right? Yeah. So, and the game is the game is harder. I find it harder than Karous.
The game is hard. Slightly more familiar with Radirgy Noah instead of this.
Yeah, Noah is more straightforward as well. I find Noah hard as well, but the scoring mechanics are like you don't have to manage the green pills and the blue pills together. You just have to use the ABS net frequently to get the multiplier up in Noah. Here it's different. Also, I just fought the stage 3 mid-boss. If you beat the mid-boss fast enough, you will get even more bonus enemies. So for example, that big cargo ship, that green cargo that I just fought, it only appears because I defeated the mid-boss fast enough, and I had to do some risky point-blank strats where I get inside the rings of drones that he summons to speed kill it. But there's some pretty nasty bosses and mid-bosses in this game, I think. Like, some of them can be made easier with tricks and safe spots and stuff, but the first time you fight them, you will just have a hard time. Even some regular enemies, for example, here that big enemy, like on the top, on the left side, like that blue one, those big guys. If you don't focus on them quickly, they can flood the screen with bullets.
Yeah, this game is this is nasty.
So it's like there's a lot of like preventive attacks that you have to do. Like, make sure to kill the enemy before they get really angry. And it's not like in Karous where you can sit back and reflect tons of bullets to create some space for you. You still have a shield, but it's not as efficient. It still only covers the front, so no sideways protection, and there's no bullet reflection.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on boss 3. I'm gonna do some
more time sink than something like Karous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably cover this one day.
Because I remember when I first played the yeah, I'm in boss 3 and there's a safe spot in the center, which I'm gladly abusing. But if you don't know about it, you're gonna have a hard time, because the boss then starts firing lasers and he swings left and right and stuff like that. It does some crazy things, but with the safe spot it's just so much easier. And I feel like I wanted to say something, but I don't remember what. Oh yeah, no, I remember when you were saying, Van Artic, that Karous was easier to get into, and I totally agree with that. Because when I was playing the games for the first time, when I like imported Milestone Shooting Collection 2 and I tried all the games, I think Karous was the one where I clicked with it like the fastest. Like, it was easier to play. Radirgy was fun, but I knew that I didn't understand everything. And I guess getting that multiplier up was also kind of tricky. I think now I probably prefer Radirgy more, but I mean, both games are great.
Yeah. remember which one I played first. What I do remember is that at some point, someone on Shmup forum said that, Radirgy Noah is, if you buy it digitally in the Korean Xbox Live shop, it's region free.
Oh, yeah, because the Japanese version of the Xbox 360 port is region locked. From what I remember,
but digitally in Korea was region free, so that's how I got it.
Oh, nice! Korea wins once again. You and Korean versions of Milestone games, a long history.
For some reason.
Oh boy. Okay, this mid boss is terrifying, holy shit. Whew, okay, did not lose any life to it. I lost a life a bit earlier in the stage though, but I'm not too worried about losing too many lives. I mean, losing a few lives here and there, as long as I reach the refill. Because I know I can get it, but that's also something where if you don't know about it and you don't have enough experience with all the locations of the ground turrets, then it's going to be hard to get enough to unlock the Milestone logo. But yeah, so the Milestone games had, some of them indeed had releases in Korea. None of them were released in Europe though, so that was kind of a shame. Because
like usual.
Because there's some American versions. Chaos Field, I was playing the US GameCube version. Because there was a GameCube version. The Milestone Shooting Collection, so the game, the version that you are using right now, also has an American version.
Yeah.
But there's no European version, and even with the American version, there were some cancelled releases, like Radirgy GameCube, because Radirgy was also ported to the GameCube, and there was supposed to be an American release, but it was cancelled because I guess it was late in the system's life or something like that. I don't remember the reason why, but it was cancelled. That's all I know. And same for Il Velo's Wii port, because Il Velo is a standalone Wii port that was released in Japan. But the American release, they had a trailer and all that, but they ultimately cancelled it. That's a bit of a shame.
They did.
Yeah. Milestone never had any luck with those localizations, but at least there were some localizations. Some of the versions actually exist, but yeah, it's kind of cursed. Maybe we found out finally why it was because of the topaz. It's Jinn. He cursed the company.
All comes back to Jinn. Yeah. Don't make joke characters, or else they'll destroy your company.
Okay,
I'm not mistaken. They only stuck to one ship after Chaos Field, except for that special mix mode you talked about, where you can play any ship you want.
Yeah, I think the later games. Well, in Radirgy you actually have different main shot types you can select at the beginning of the game, but the rest of the weaponry the same, like the sword, the ABS net. It's just the shot is a little different, but it's the differences between the shot types in Radirgy or even in Il Velo are probably not as massive as in Chaos Field.
Yeah, Chaos Field is very unique.
Also, Chaos Field is the only one that goes with the boss rush approach.
And in 3D.
Yeah, because after I mean, technically Radirgy is also 3D, but they went with a completely different art style, as you can see here, and or with Karous as well, like the cel shaded approach.
Yeah, the casual audience remembers it mostly for the cel shading.
Yep, absolutely. I think it's really cool, like the very cool art style, man. Alright, so I'm at the mid-boss here, mid-boss of stage 5. There's a trick to make it easy. But you need to keep this shield Like this. Oh damn! I took a hit because I went too far in it. But you can make it a lot easier by using the shield item from the power-up container. Well, just kind of dumb for me to take a hit by running into the boss, but if I positioned myself correctly, it would have been fine. Still have like what, 2 lives? I can make it to the logo and then come back. Oh yeah, cell shading definitely ages well. Like these kind of colorful styles are just timeless. Like even in 100 years, like it's still good graphics, man.
Hey, we all know early CGI is where it's
Yeah, that's. Yeah, some things did not age as well. I mean, you could say though that PS1 visuals, they have like I like the 3D in some PS1 games. Like they have their charm. Something like G Darius or Sunvane, they've got some like cool things for going for them.
Arctic Delta, goddamn.
Yeah, because they were not trying to be realistic. They're still heavily stylized. So okay, so here's the Milestone logo. I was able to uncover it. And I picked it up, and I have 4 lives again. Okay, time to go on a rampage now.
I think I might run the game. Easy resources.
Yeah, you kind of need to know how to get all these ground turrets, but I mean, it's usually not too bad because there's no like horizontal panning, so the whole screen is always available.
Yeah.
Maybe there's just 1 or 2 spots where they're a little bit hidden or small. It's kind of hard to see them, but other than that, it's not too bad, I think. Okay, I'm on to the final boss. I'm not sure if I want to go for a score or not, if I want to milk it, because I know that my score is not that great anyways. But it would be interesting to maybe showcase the milk.
You're prepping generations of future Milestone players.
Oh man, yes.
They're counting on this video.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of players. I think even in Japan, there's probably not a lot of players. I'm really glad that for Karous at least there's some very active competition with Gochu and Aiden, but the other games, I'm not so sure about that. Also, I'm completely out of route here, out of sync. What the fuck am I doing? But yeah, if we can.
I'm jokingly saying your mind's on Karous and your new world record strategy.
Oh, I'm very far away from the world record in Karous. It's way out of my league for now.
And that stage 3 mid boss is hard, man.
Oh yeah, because they just spray so many bullets all over the place. It's just like my strat is to get up close and personal, like really go where like in between.
Yeah.
The mid boss and the oh my god, the screen is totally out of control on my end. Okay, all right. Yeah, I kind of fucked up for this. Let the boss spawn too many drones, and it's just oh my god. But yeah, for those mid boss 3, mid boss 4 is even worse. But the strat is kind of for me. The strat I do is similar. Is like I stay in between the discs. The circle of drones around it and the boss itself. And if you get too close, they will fire bullets to defend themselves. So it's like, yeah, there's no easy way to do it.
I think I'll learn this at some point. Because, you know.
Yeah, sure. If you have any question
I'm really
or...
in the thick of it with the other games, but as well.
You're gonna take a Radiant Silver fun vacation?
Yeah. After I 1cc stage 4, yeah.
Yeah, because you cleared Radiant Silvergun, the stage 2 route some time ago, but I mean, by some time ago, I mean a few days ago actually, but yeah, you're gonna go for the other route as well.
Yeah, I have to.
Nice.
How's it going, Lilo Sam?
I'm
Took
playing.
some months to get there.
Oh my god, what am I doing? Alright, let's just... Uh-oh, let's not die. Oof. Yeah, I managed to beat the TLB, the second form of the last boss. I was down to 1 life. It was kind of crazy, but I managed to make it. Like, the final boss spawns tons of drones in a sequence, and if you don't kill them fast enough, they will just, like, the boss doesn't care, it just keeps spawning more and more and more. So it was kind of like all over the place for me, because I couldn't keep up. Usually I can milk the drones and keep going, but here at the end, like, I was like, let's speed kill the thing, because I was almost dying there.
So Beanie Guy gets an idea to put a safe spot in the game.
Yeah, maybe she was the one who put the safe spot. She was like, oh, I have an idea to make this game easier. A safe spot. People were saying this game is too hard. Let's make a safe spot there. I don't know if the developers of this game intentionally made safe spot. I don't think so. I think it's more like a consequence of having no collision damage, plus the shield, and I guess the ABS net as well to cancel some, like erase some bullets. It's just the game system has enough flexibility that you can find safe spots here and there. But I wouldn't be surprised if some other shmups from some other developers, they were like, yeah, let's put a safe spot here on purpose. Or maybe they find one and they're like, let's keep it in. Just to reward the players who mess with the safe spots, especially if they're hard to pull off or like unconventional, I guess.
Bullet stealing has some interesting consequences too. Like in Demahu, you can pretty much bullet steal the entire friggin' like level sometimes in certain setups.
Oh wow!
I know they weren't intending for that. Like there's this one spot at the beginning of stage 4.
This is hard, man.
I think it is. Where, like everything cannot hit you, and it looks amazing. Hey, well, Knight, I appreciate you hosting this event and showing off some Radirgy skills as a bonus too.
Oh yeah, I was glad to play those games, even though I wish I had a better performance in the Chaos Field. At least I made up for it in Karous, I guess. And it was fun, yeah, playing Radirgy. I'm glad that Van Artic might play this some more in the future. But yeah, he's right. The game is not easy. It's pretty hard compared to Karous. I think Radirgy is a notch higher in terms of difficulty.
This game don't fuck around.
If you could get into this stuff, I think Karous is the way to go because it's just flexible. Some people make fun of you. You don't have to move, but that's because you're just not really going for score. But at least you can understand the system. It's more intuitive than just like, oh, we're going to throw you right in the deep end. You have to go straight into the Chaos Field to do anything. Blah, blah.
Yeah, Chaos Field probably has the highest, the steepest learning curve out of all the games because there's so many mechanics and they don't always make sense and you have to remember the bosses. But indeed, Karous is just way more flexible. So I would recommend playing Karous as your introduction to Milestone games. But you can play them all. You can play them all, see which one you like more.
Oh, definitely. I just think from an ease of use standpoint, yeah, Karous is where I would start. However, like, yeah, if you're like, man, I want some interesting mechanics and extra buttons, boom, got Chaos Field.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, these games have very interesting mechanics, and I think that's probably one of the reasons I like them so much is that compared to a usual shmup where it's just you have your shot, you have your bombs, and a hyper maybe, and that's about it. Here, you can do so many things, and the bullet manipulations, all these things. It's crazy, crazy games. Plus the style and the music, obviously. But oh man. So I guess.
All right, well,
yeah.
I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna get some extra food. It's lunchtime for me. Again, I appreciate you hosting. I might like do some more later. What's your situation? You gonna show off some more Chaos Field, or you call it a day here?
I think I'm good for now. Not sure. Maybe I'll probably keep playing Chaos Field, but I guess not today. But I still have to like improve my HAL records in the following days. But I think for today, I think I'm done. Van Artic, are you doing something? Or
no, not really. I guess I'll wind down for now and watch some VTubers.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
He's starting his little show, his podcast. He's showing off Dragon Saber.
Who did that?
Dragon Saber.
We can hit up Synth Ricardo, but start his show.
Right. Super Play watching.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Thank everybody
Anyways.
for making this a bit more lively too, especially Van Artic hopped in last minute. Show other skills that people have.
I heard Karous and I was like, holy shit, Karous?
Yeah.
Put me in, coach. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So thanks everyone, and have a nice day.
Yep. Goodbye.
See ya.
GG. GG.